The snow falls heavy over the Hurtgen Forest. It is December 1944. The forest is dark, ancient, dense. The trees are tall, fir and spruce, their branches heavy with snow. The canopy is so thick that even at midday the light is dim, gray, twilight. The ground is a tangle of roots and fallen logs and undergrowth. Everything is covered in snow, white, pure, hiding the horror beneath. The mud, the blood, the bodies, the mines, always the mines. The forest is a nightmare, a meat grinder. The Americans call it the death factory. The Germans call it the green hell. Both are right. Men die here by the thousands, not in glorious charges, not in heroic last stands, in mud, in cold, in darkness, in small brutal fights for a few meters of frozen ground, for a single tree, for nothing. The Battle of Hurtgen Forest has been raging for 3 months. September, October, November, now December. The longest battle on German soil. The longest battle the U.S. Army has ever fought. The casualties are staggering. 33,000 American casualties. Killed, wounded, missing, captured, insane. The Germans lose just as many, maybe more. For what? For trees, for mud, for pride, for nothing. The air is so cold it burns. Each breath is fire in the lungs. Each exhale is white mist that freezes on scarves, on beards, on eyelashes. The temperature is -10 Celsius. Maybe colder. The wind cuts through uniforms, through coats, through skin, straight to bone. Frostbite is epidemic. Trench foot is universal. Men lose toes, fingers, ears, noses. The lucky ones, the unlucky ones lose limbs, lose minds, lose will to live. The smell is a pine in snow and death. Always death. Bodies freeze, cannot be buried. The ground is too hard, too frozen, so they lie where they fall, covered in snow, hidden, until someone steps on them, until spring, until never. The sound is of artillery, constant, muffled by trees, by snow, by distance, but always there. Tree bursts, shells exploding in the canopy, raining shrapnel and splinters. Wood becomes weapons. Trees become killers. There is no safe place, no cover, no sanctuary, just forest, just death, just waiting. In a forward observation post 3 kilometers east of the village of Wassenack, a small squad of American soldiers huddles. 7 men, all that remain of a platoon that started with 42. The OP is a crater, a shell hole, maybe artillery, maybe a bomb, now filled with logs, sandbags, camouflage, invisible from above, from the sides, from anywhere. The men inside are from Company A, 28th Infantry Division, Bloody Bucket Division, named for their shoulder patch, a red keystone, looks like a bucket, covered in blood after Hurtgen. Literally, metaphorically, eternally, they have been in the forest for 6 weeks. Seems like 6 years. Seems like forever. They are exhausted. Hollow. Ghosts. The squad leader is Sergeant First Class Daniel McKenna. Danny to his family. Mac to his men. He is 31 years old. Old for infantry. Too old for this. From Boston. Irish. Catholic. 3rd generation. His grandfather came over during the famine. His father was a cop. Danny was supposed to be a cop too, but the war came. He enlisted. 1942. Trained. Shipped out. North Africa. Sicily. Normandy. Now Germany. Now this forest. Now this hell. He has seen too much. Done too much. Lost too much. But he endures. Because his men need him. Because someone has to lead. Because stopping means dying. And he is not ready to die. Not yet. Not here. His men are young. Early 20s. Kids really. But aged by war. By horror. By Hurtgen. Private First Class Johnny Reese. 22. From Texas. Farm boy. Good shot. Better heart. Private Tommy O'Hara. 20. From Chicago, smart, educated, should be officer, enlisted instead, wanted to fight, not command. Private Billy Cooper, 19, from Georgia, youngest, scared, trying to hide it, failing. Corporal Steve Novak, 24, from Pennsylvania, coal miner, tough, quiet, reliable. Private Eddie Walsh, 23, from New York, Brooklyn, loud, funny, keeps morale up. And Private First Class Mike Sullivan, 25, from California, medic, not armed, does not fight, just heals, just tries to keep them alive. Good men, all of them. Mac's responsibility, his brothers, his reason to not give up. They've been in this OP for 3 days, observing, reporting, calling in artillery. The Germans are dug in 200 meters ahead. Pillboxes, bunkers, trenches, the Siegfried Line. Fortifications built before the war. Concrete, steel, impenetrable. The Americans have been trying to break through for weeks. Failing, dying, trying again. Mac's job is to spot German movements. Report coordinates. Direct fire. He does it mechanically, efficiently, without thinking. Thinking leads to questions. Questions lead to doubt. Doubt leads to paralysis. So he does not think, just observes, reports, survives. At 1,400 hours the radio crackles. Command, orders. Mac acknowledges, listens. His face hardens. He says to his squad, "We are pulling back. Germans are counterattacking. Whole sector is retreating. We move in 30 minutes. The men stare. Relief, fear, confusion. Reese says, finally, we are getting out of this forest. Mac says, maybe, maybe not. Just pack gear. Stay ready. They move, slowly, carefully, checking weapons, ammunition, rations, everything. At 14:30, they leave the OP, moving west, back toward American lines. The forest is silent, too silent. No birds, no wind, no sound except their boots crunching snow, their breathing, their heartbeats. Mac leads, Novak behind, then Reese, O'Hara, Cooper, Walsh, Sullivan last. Standard patrol formation. They move slowly, carefully. Every tree could hide a sniper. Every shadow could be death. They cover 100 meters. 200. So far, so good. Then the explosion. Mine. Shoe mine. Small anti-personnel. Wooden. Undetectable. Cooper steps on it. Detonation. Blast. Cooper flies. Lands 5 meters away. Screaming. Both legs gone. Just stumps. Blood pours. Dark. Thick. Steaming in cold air. Sullivan runs. Medic. He reaches Cooper. Checks. Tourniquets. Both legs. Morphine. Pressure. Cooper screams. Sullivan says he is bad, Mac. Real bad. He needs evac. Now. Mac says, can he move? Sullivan says not without help. We need a stretcher. Time. Neither are available. Mac thinks. Calculates. The explosion will draw Germans. Minutes. Maybe less. They need to move. But Cooper cannot walk. Carrying him will slow them. Make them targets. The math is brutal. Leave Cooper. Save 6. Or carry Cooper. Risk 7. Mac says we carry him. Novak and Reese. Make a stretcher. Use rifles. Jackets. Whatever. Move. They work fast. 2 rifles. Cooper's jacket. Makeshift stretcher. They lift him. Cooper screams. They move. Slow. Agonizing. Every step jostles. Every jostle causes pain. More screaming. Mac says, Cooper, you need to stay quiet. Germans will hear. Cooper tries. Fails. Passes out. Better. Quieter. They move faster. They cover 50 meters. Then gunfire. Machine gun. MG-42. German. Firing from the right. Bullet snap. Hit trees. Hit snow. Hit nothing. Yet, Mac shouts, take cover. They drop. Cooper falls. Screams. Wakes. The stretcher bearers die behind trees. Return fire. M1S. Carbines. The medic covers Cooper, his body shielding. Mac crawls forward. Sees the gun. Entrenched. Camouflage. Maybe 30 meters. He pulls a grenade. Yanks pin. Throws. Arc impact. Explosion. The gun stops. Silence. Mac says move. Now. They grab Cooper. Run. Stumbling. Slipping. Desperate. They cover another 100 meters. Then artillery. German. Nebelwerfer. Screaming Mimes. The shriek is terrifying. Then impact. Tree bursts. The shells explode in canopy. Shrapnel. Splinters. Deadly rain. Mac dives. So does everyone. The barrage lasts 2 minutes. Feels like hours. When it stops, Mac checks his men. Reese is hit. Shrapnel in shoulder. Bleeding. Not fatal. O'Hara concussed. Ears bleeding. Disoriented. Everyone else okay. Cooper still alive. Barely. Sullivan works. Bandages Reese. Checks O'Hara. Says we need to move Mac. Now. Before they range us again. Mac nods. Says how far to lines. O'Hara checks map. Shaking hands. Blood on paper. Says maybe 2 kilometers. Maybe more. Hard to tell. Map is old. Mac says then we move. Reese, can you walk? Reese nods. Says yes, Sarge. I can make it. Mac says good. O'Hara, stay with me. Follow close. They move again. The next hour is hell. Slow. Brutal. Exhausting. They are hunted. Germans pursue. Patrols. Dogs. Artillery. They hear voices. German voices. Close. Too close. They hide. Press flat. Hold breath. The voices pass. They move again. Cooper is dying. Sullivan says so. Whispers to Mac. He has lost too much blood. Even with tourniquets. Even with plasma. Minutes. Maybe an hour. No more. Mac says then we make it count. We get him home. We do not leave him. Sullivan nods. Says yes, Sarge. They keep moving. At 1,700 hours it is dark. Not twilight. Full dark. The forest at night is terror. Cannot see. Cannot hear. Cannot know. They use flashlights. Shielded. Red lens. Minimal light. Just enough. They navigate by compass. By map. By hope. Mac checks position. They are close. Maybe 1 kilometer. Maybe less. But they are lost. The map does not match terrain. Trees all look same. Snow covers landmarks. They are guessing. Mac says we rest. 10 minutes. Check bearings. Regroup. They collapse. Exhausted. Shaking. Freezing. Cooper is unconscious. Pulse weak. Breathing shallow. Sullivan checks. Shakes head. Says Mac. He is going. Won't make it. Mac says we keep trying. Sullivan says Mac. He is gone. We did what we could. Mac says no. Not yet. Not while he is breathing. We carry him home. We bury him proper. We do not leave him. That is final. At 17:15, they move again. The cold is worse. Colder than before. Deeper. Killing cold. Walsh cannot feel his feet. O'Hara is hypothermic. Shaking. Mumbling. Delirious. Novak carries him. Firemen's carry. Extra weight. Extra effort. Extra risk. But no choice. They are crew. They are brothers. At 17:30, Cooper dies. On the stretcher. Between Reese and Walsh. No sound. No final words. Just stops breathing. Sullivan checks. Says he is gone, Mac. Mac stops. Stares. Then says we keep moving. We carry him out. We do not leave bodies. Not in this forest. Not for Germans. Not for animals. We bring him home. They carry him. Dead weight. Literal. Metaphorical. Heavy. The stretcher bearers struggle. Swap out. Novak and O'Hara. Then Mac and Walsh. Everyone takes turn. Everyone shares burden. At 1800 they hear it. American voices. English. Mac shouts, do not shoot. Friendlies. We are American. Voices shout back. Password. Mac gives it. They emerge into American lines. Foxholes. Trenches. Men. Dirty. Tired. Alive. Safe. They collapse. Drop Cooper. Cannot carry anymore. Cannot move. Cannot think. Just breathe. Just survive. Just be. A lieutenant approaches. Sees Cooper. Says, is he? Mac says, yes, sir. He is dead. We carried him. The lieutenant says, why? You should have left him. Save yourselves. Mac says, we do not leave men, sir. Not alive. Not dead. We bring them home. The lieutenant nods. Says, understood, Sergeant. Good work. Get your men warm. Federal rested. You earned it. Mac says, yes, sir. He turns to his squad. Says, good job, lads. We made it. Cooper made it. That is all that matters. The men nod. Too tired to speak. Too empty to feel. Just relief. Just exhaustion. Just survival. Sullivan goes to Cooper. Checks pockets. Dog tags. Personal effects. To send home. To family. He finds something. In Cooper's boot. Left boot. Folded paper. He pulls it. Opens it. Reads. His face changes. He says, Mac, you need to see this. Mac takes it. Reads. It is a letter. Written in pencil. Shaky handwriting. Dated 3 days ago. Before they left the OP. It reads, to whoever finds this, my name is Private William Cooper. Service number 3315487. I am 19 years old. From Macon, Georgia. If you are reading this, I am probably dead. I knew I would not make it out of this forest. Everyone knows. We just do not say it. I wanted to leave something. Some words. So people know. Know I was here. Know I mattered. Know I was human. Tell my mama I love her. Tell her I was brave. I tried my best. I was scared every day. Every hour. Every minute. But I did my duty. I did not run. I did not quit. I hope that makes her proud. Tell my sister Lily to be good. To stay in school. To have the life I will not. Tell her I am sorry I will not walk her down the aisle. Will not meet her kids. Will not be the uncle I wanted to be. Tell my best friend Jake that he was right. I should have stayed home. Should have waited for the draft. Should not have volunteered. But I did. And I do not regret it. Not completely. I learned things here. About courage. About fear. About what it means to be a man. About brotherhood. About death. I learned that war is not glory. Not honor. Not heroism. It is mud and cold and terror and waste. But I also learned that men can be good. Even here. Even in hell. Especially in hell. My Sergeant Mac. He is a good man. Best man I ever knew. He kept us alive. Kept us human. Kept us trying. When I die, tell him it was not his fault. Tell him he did everything right. Tell him I was grateful. For his leadership. For his care. For his refusal to abandon us. Even when he should have. Tell all my squad. Reese. O'Hara. Novak. Walsh. Sullivan. That they were my brothers. My family. That I loved them. That dying with them was better than living alone. If I die and you find this, please send it to my mother, Mrs. Helen Cooper, 212 Oak Street, Macon, Georgia. Tell her I love her. Tell her I was not alone. Tell her I mattered. Please. That is all I ask. Thank you. Billy Cooper. December 12th, 1944. Mac reads it twice. Hands shaking. Vision blurred. He folds it. Carefully. Puts it in his pocket. Over his heart. He says, Sullivan. Did he write this before? Sullivan says, looks like it's Sarge. 3 days ago. Before we moved. Mac says, so he knew he would not make it. Sullivan says, maybe. Or maybe he was just scared. Wanted to leave something. Just in case. Mac nods. Cannot speak. Throat too tight. He thinks about Cooper. About carrying him. About refusing to leave him. About bringing him home. Cooper was dead before they left the OP, or at least dying. The letter proves it. He knew, but Mac did not see, did not know, did not save. He says I failed him. I should have seen, should have known. Reese says, no, Sarge. You did not fail. You brought him home. You gave him dignity. You honored him. That is not failure. Mac says, but he knew he would die, and I cannot stop it. Walsh says none of us could, Sarge. War decides. Not us. We just endure. Mac nods. Wants to believe. Cannot. The war continues. The squad fights through Hurtgen, through the Bulge, through Germany. They survive. All six. Mac, Reese, O'Hara, Novak, Walsh, Sullivan. Against odds. Against probability. Against reason. Cooper is buried. Military cemetery. Belgium. His letter is sent home. To Mrs. Cooper. In Macon. She receives it with a telegram. We regret to inform you. She reads it, weeps, holds it, treasures it, shows everyone. Her son's words, her son's voice, her son's goodbye. The local paper prints it. Billy Cooper's last letter. It goes viral. 1940s version. Reprinted across country. People read, weep, remember. Billy becomes symbol of sacrifice, of youth, of loss, of waste, of war. Mac keeps a copy, carries it, through war, through peace, through life, reads it when dark, when guilty, when remembering. Reminder that some men know they will die, but fight anyway, not for glory, not for country, for brothers, for duty, for refusal to quit. That is heroism, that is sacrifice, that is Billy. Mac survives war, goes home, Boston, becomes cop, like his father, like he was supposed to, marries, has children, good life, normal life. But Billy is always there, in pocket, in heart, in memory. In 1954, he is invited to dedication. Billy Cooper Memorial Park, in Macon, Georgia, built by the town to honor their son, their soldier, their boy who never came home. Mac attends, with the squad, all of them, Reese, O'Hara, Novak, Walsh, Sullivan. They meet Mrs. Cooper. Old now, gray, frail, but alive, grateful. She embraces Mac, says thank you for bringing him home, for honoring him, for caring. Mac says, I am sorry I could not save him. She says you did save him, Sergeant. You carried him out. You refused to leave him. That is saving. That is love. That is all a mother can ask. Mac weeps for Billy, for all of them, for war, for peace, for everything. They unveil the memorial. Bronze statue, young soldier, rifle, helmet, looking toward horizon. Plaque reads, Private William Cooper, 1925 to 1944. He knew he would not return, but he went anyway. 4 brothers. For duty, for us. We will not forget. The crowd applauds. Mac salutes. So does the squad. Old men now, but soldiers forever. Forever brothers. Forever bound by Billy, by Hurtgen, by war, by refusal to abandon. Even the dead, especially the dead. Mac dies in 1987. He is 74. His children find the letter. Billy's letter. Worn, faded, treasured. They donate it to Army Museum to be preserved, remembered, honored. It is displayed behind glass, beside Billy's uniform, his medals, his dog tags. Visitors read it. Thousands, millions over decades. They weep, they remember, they understand. That war takes boys, returns ghosts, or nothing. That some know they will die, but fight anyway. That letters hidden in boots are found too late, but matter anyway. That carrying the dead is love. That refusal to abandon is heroism. That memory is immortality. And in Macon, Georgia, in a park, a statue stands of a boy who became soldier, became sacrifice, became symbol, who had a final message in his boot that rescue team found too late, but shared forever, reminding us that even in death, even in waste, even in war, words survive, love endures, memory honors, forever